Sagittarius, what they will get in month of April.
Rohitji, very, very important Sagittarius, because their planet Jupiter is going to be transiting, and it is a very, very big movement of Jupiter into a very, very important house. Whatever you say, the most of the energy of Jupiter is always present in the fifth house for any chart. And here, because Jupiter is also the planet of creativity, it gives you that wisdom to be creative. Now, here, Rohitji, for Sagittarius, I have divided the chart into, or the predictions into three parts. That is
I
all.
think these Sagittarius people are the hero of the April because their ascendant lord is going to transit, and they
Yes,
will be the most. When you are doing 1, 2, 3, 4 ranking, then Sagittarius may be the most concerned people at this point of time.
yes, most highest rank Sagittarius gets, but more than this, Pisces gets. But okay, Sagittarius also gets.
Yes.
So I've divided this into three parts, and that is 30, 30, 30 days. Or 10, 10, 10 days. Sorry, I'm sorry. Sun will enter into Revati Nakshatra on 31st of March 2023. That means, I have considered 31st March also, because it is just one day and two big events are happening that day. Sun will enter into Revati Nakshatra. Now, Revati Nakshatra is a nakshatra of Mercury, and Sun, sees in the fourth house of domestic peace and happiness, and looking at the house of your career. So here, career also will increase, and if you are planning to buy a house or planning to get into investments and that kind of stuff, it is very, very good, very, very good time for you to do that. Your mother health will enhance or increase, or will be good. And other than that, if you are planning to buy a vehicle, you might have booked a vehicle, or you might have just bought a vehicle, or you might just have sold a vehicle. That is the kind of thing which is happening in your life. Mercury will enter into Aries on March 31st. That is, Mercury enters into Ashwini Nakshatra in Aries, and it has come out of debilitate. It was debilitated for a longer period of time, for 16, 17 days. Every communication was like going haywire for you. But now it is come into the fifth house of creativity, and now your communication comes with a touch of creativity. So very, very good time for you. Those who were worried about kids, and those who were worried about lot of problems related to kids, now here Mercury has come with Rahu, and it will give you good results. Because Rohiji, from here they all look at the 11th house, and 11th house is the house of Ichha Purti and gains. So people want 11th house always to be active, and Ketu sitting there, it puts that house completely into isolation. So once after the by the time that end of the month comes, there will be lot of good things happening to them. Lot of good things. Sagittarius will be going through a lot of good things. Roji, Venus is in the Kritika Nakshatra. Now Kritika Nakshatra is on the border of Aries and Taurus. Okay, so Venus is going into the sixth house again. Workplace, they will be very, very comfortable in this period. And Venus is entering into the sixth house on April 6th. So here we can understand that workplace, work-wise, everything will be good. If they are going through some problems related with a female, like some female has done a case on them, like for some wife have done case or husband, there can be time, or there can be chances of settlement outside of court, or some kind of that kind of indications is seen. Other than that, also those people who have applied for loan and are not getting, this is the time that will materialize, and you will get little bit of debt during this time. So it is a good period. Now here Mercury will enter into Bharni Nakshatra on 8th of April. Mercury is moving very fast now. It will go into Bharni Nakshatra, Rohiji, and it will, in Bharni Nakshatra, it's a nakshatra of transformation, and Bharni Nakshatra is ruled by Venus. So Mercury goes into the Venus nakshatra, and Venus is in, actually, if you see, Venus is right now in Kritika Nakshatra. So is in the nakshatra of Sun. So that means favorable. All the nakshatras where planets are going are favorable for each other. Mercury enters the Bharni Nakshatra again. It will There will be birth of creativity, birth of some idea in yourself, birth of some kind of new activity which you want to do, like birth of spirituality in you. Because Bharni Nakshatra is associated with death and birth. So death of all the bad things and birth of something new and good thing. That is
Birth of kids also expected from them,
birth of
conceiving.
kids and conceiving, yeah. But conceiving more happens as soon as I am now moving forward here. As soon as Sun goes and get exalted here. Now I'll talk about April 10th to April 20th. Here Sun enters on 14th of April. And this is the time, what is Sun? Sun is the soul. And when fifth house, if it is active, this is the time when, what, Rohit? This is the time when your soul will be active, and you can also summon new souls from the another realm. This is how your conceive, your wife will conceive, or they will be conceiving lot of
Because these people were facing the maximum problem in conceiving, because from last one
trouble.
year Rahu is sitting here. So now they
Now,
will the relaxed mind.
relaxed mind. Now they will conceive, and those people who have conceived already, and Rahu came, and Rahu is here in transit, and they might be feeling problem related to their conceiving, or maybe or their pregnancy will also see a lot of benefit here. Rohit. Sun gets exalted here, Rohit, and the same day Rahu, Mercury, and Sun they make a conjunction here in three. But Rahu will not be powerful here because Mercury and Sun are very very good friends, and in close conjunction that way they will both be very very powerful here, and Rahu's energy will not be able to work. On the same day, Rohitji, Venus will enter into Rohini Nakshatra, the nakshatra of Moon. And where is it? It's in the sixth house. So here, that means your settlement with your partner or with everything outside of court must have happened. You will come into a very peaceful kind of state. Such people might also find a very, very good opportunity to move forward in their workplace. They might find some good opportunity. Rohitji, after that, so April 1st to 10th, your main mool mantra is that let's end everything that is past and let's start something new, because Venus Mercury comes in the fifth house. Okay. Secondly, from 10th April to 20th April, Sun is exalted. You have to make sure that you have to enrich your soul. Mantra chanting is very very important. Fifth house is related to mantra chanting. So doing the Vishnu mantra Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya is will enhance all the results which you're supposed to get. If you were troubled because of kids, if you were troubled because you couldn't start anything, if you were troubled because you couldn't get high education or higher education, it is the time when everything is in your favor and things will start working for you. Of now, let's move to Rohiji, the biggest event of the year, that is Jupiter entering into Ashwini Nakshatra or Jupiter entering into Aries. Okay, so Jupiter will now come into the fifth house, and here Jupiter enters on 22nd of April. But because it is in close conjunction with Sun, it will be combust from 22nd till 27th. So all the results which everyone will get after 27th of April, not before that. Before that, Jupiter is just coming and sitting here. Now, as soon as it comes here and out of combustion, it makes Guru Chandal Yog. Okay, and it Mercury and Sun also makes Bodhaditya Yog here. So there are two yogas here. But being Guru Chandal Yog in the fifth house, again now there will be a problem related to, creativity and blockages and all that kind of stuff. That what I cannot move forward spiritually, I'm stuck and this and that. But we have to understand, as soon as Jupiter's power increase and it comes in a lot of degrees here, it will start giving very very good benefits to the people of its own ascendant. We have to also understand that for Sagittarius ascendant, Jupiter is not good in the fourth house for them, because fourth house is the 12th sign Pisces, and it is already generally a sign of isolation, and it is a sign of detachment. So here, if Jupiter sits, it gives you a lot of detachment. It takes you only on a spiritual path, spiritual path, spiritual path. But fifth house is also the house of Lakshmi Ma. Here you can expect bigger, bigger gains, because Ketu, which was sitting in the 11th house and not giving you any kind of benefit, here when Jupiter comes, it will directly look at the 11th house and tell Ketu to give you benefits, because Ketu only follows Jupiter and Jupiter's way. And also the people who were facing problems related to childbirth or delay in childbirth, because Saturn was sitting in the third house and looking here with the Neech Drishti in the fifth house, they will also expand their family, because Jupiter is the planet of expansion. So overall, Jupiter transit is going to be very, very good for your ascendant. Secondly, Mars will enter into Punarvasu Nakshatra. Again, Mars is the owner of Mars is right now sitting in your seventh house and is going in the house of Jupiter. So here, because it is the sign of Jupiter, it will give lot of power to Jupiter, and relationship also will become very, very good for you during this time. Venus will enter into Mrigashara Nakshatra, that is the Nakshatra of Mars. So Mars is already giving you good results now. Venus will get into the Nakshatra of Mars. So aggressively, it will make you work in your workplace, or you will be very, very hardworking, busy during this time. Otherwise, it does not show anything related to loss or health or such kind of things, because Venus is favorable in the sixth house, in its own house. Then, Rohiji, after that, Sun will enter into Bharni Nakshatra. Again, all the ideas which you were thinking or trying to do will materialize now, and you might get to a point where you might start it in a very, very good way. So a very good transit for Sagittarius ascendant, only because it is making in your this thing is happening in your fifth house. You need to understand that Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya is very, very, very important. Second is Hanuman Chalisa is very, very important because that is the Pakka house of Mars. You know, so you have to do that.